El, Eldora Speedway, Earl Baltus, the historical big one. You ran the first ever HBO, is that right?
Yeah, actually run third in that race. 100,000 to win. I think I got 10,000 for third or something. But yeah, ran pretty good. That was in Weiker's car, and Donnie Alt was my mechanic. You know, he actually built the motor. That was before he even got in the motor business. You know, building motors and doing what he does today. But he actually worked for Weiker, and you know, we did really good. Won a couple races at Eldora, but just never could get close to those big ones. But just never could win one of those things.
Out on the road, World of Outlaws. You decided to take your show out and see what you could do. Tell us a little bit about that experience, how that differed for you and what you remember.
Well, it's something I really wanted to do. You know, spent a lot of years back here. You know, won a lot of races back here, so it was another challenge. It's just something I really wanted to do before I got too old and couldn't do it. But, you know, sometimes you had good cars. There was only a handful of cars, so it was hard to get a good car, but it was quite an experience. You were on the road, lived in the motorhome probably 8 months out of the year. My kids were little, kind of worked that into the deal before they had to go to school, and we took them with us as much as we could, but it was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of country, met a lot of people, and drove a lot of race cars. I can't even remember all of them.
Was there a particular track that stood out?
Yeah, back then it didn't really matter. Just as long as it was a race, it didn't matter where it was at.
You, of course, you mentioned your children. Is it Becky and Chase? What do they do these days? What are they up to?
Well, Chase works at the Capitol, works for the state, and my daughter works for the Department of Revenue.
Wow, we're doing well. Of course,
the whole family. They're all feather bedded.
Yeah, we're all state workers.
They're all what?
Feather bedded. They're all working for the government.
And it's snowing out. I got to go home and work. I got to drive truck. Paxton's taking my overtime away from me.
Just send me a bill.
Not the first time. Two guys I want to bring up, guys you've raced against or raced with. Just one of the guys, Bobby Gerald, every time I catch up with him, he says, "What's Al Cole doing these days?" Alan Cole, whatever happened to him? Where's he at? Any idea?
I don't know. I remember him when he came to Port Royal. He used to come to Port Royal a lot. He used to race Sealands Grove a lot. I don't know whatever happened to him. You know? He's from up around Sunbury someplace.
He's just a guy that, for whatever reason, I think Bobby took a liking to, and he just, from time to time, he'll check in and say, "Hey, did you ever find out what happened to him?" So, Todd Hester, he was a guy that I remember when Todd was racing. He was like my dark horse. It didn't matter where he was, and it seemed like on any given night he could possibly win. Of course, he could be involved in an incident as well, but
yeah,
talk about Todd.
He's still around. He actually helped after he quit racing. He helped a little bit at Port Royal, maybe tech man or something, but he actually did that. And he still shows up at Port Royal once in a while. I see him quite often at Port Royal, but not racing anymore. But
yeah.
I think he's involved with a car. I think he owns a motor for
somebody. Yeah, I've seen him.
Who is it?
Nate Snyder?
Nate Snyder, 56 car. Yeah, I think he has the motor that's in that car. Yeah,
okay.
So he's still involved a little bit.
Make sure you recognize our historian over here.
Oh, Brian Householder is over here.
Yeah. He's the one who keeps all the facts straight.
He's going to take over after Lynn retires.
Oh, no. I got to call him and ask him.
He's our fact checker.
Yes.
All right. He should be getting paid overtime. Best Al Hamilton story.
Oh, boy. I don't know whether I want to do that or
not. Okay, well, Paxton will give us a good Al Hamilton story.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure of that.
Yeah, I broke his nose.
You broke his nose. Okay, well, there we go.